Man, I was getting pissed. Alright, so this is what I think's happening. Check out the water spots on this thing, by the way. Oh, man. So, we're doing outside work. We're still going to do outside work. I don't care. Screw this place. I'm just going to get done what I need to get done and move on. Where's my dent? Right there, we got a dent. I want to glue pull it. Alright, I'll make a video on that maybe. But the deal with the truck is, that's the Chinese crappy alternator. That alternator, I'll show you, because I was kind of rushing because I keep having people all over the place. One lady is letting like her dog go up the driveway. I got all these people looking at me. They stop, they point, they stare when I got a hood open. But there's like usually like 5 other cars a week, maybe even more. I got the same thing. Dead batteries, AA guys here. Things are getting towed away. Car haulers dropping one off. But you know, my shit, they all got to look at me like it's a show, and I'll definitely probably get a letter or some warning, and the Condo bozo will come around and bitch. But the deal was with this Chinese, is that racing where this was in the back over there, where the ethanol-free gas was, big open area. I should really explore that. It's a big road; it goes to nowhere. But should have did this shit during the hurricane too. You could have explored anywhere. Because there was no one around, no questions. We have to wait till the next hurricane from here. But the deal, being random, with this is that connector. There's only one wire to it, but there's 4 pins. So that connector barely will snap into this voltage regulator on the Chinese alternator. So I was thinking maybe that was the cause of it wasn't seated all the way, because you just cannot physically connect this connector unless maybe I could shave this down a little bit. I don't know. But still, it's not right for a Chinese unit. It's a shit voltage regulator. There's something wrong with it. The plastic is even cheap on it when you press on it. It's just not quality. The quality is just not there. And I'm not saying just because it says made in China on it either. Some people just say, oh, made in China junk. No, it's like my generator over there. Made in China, but pretty cool. It's kind of junky, by the way. So this thing, right, the connector doesn't fit in it too well. So right away, I'm thinking, oh wait, that could be a problem. But this thing, the voltage was all over the freaking place on it. It was like when the alternator blew out on the blue truck. I mean, like, it just doesn't stay steady. It was literally all over the place. So, I think this thing is no good either. Out the box, new part, it happens. It happens. Technical support. Oh, return it back to the retailer. No, the retailer already gave it to me free because it was garbage. So maybe I'll just pirate the bearings out of it. And it's going to the scrapyard. I don't want it. I did just buy... I had a video of this years ago. I didn't want to clock it, though. I was kind of pissed off at it. And again, I didn't want to change it because it was condo land. You have people watching. But now I don't give a shit anymore. Let me give me all the letters in the world. Anyone comes talk to me, I'm just going to tell them to go F off. And see how that goes. Seriously. That's what you gotta do. Just go crazy on people. And then they will leave you alone. Usually. Or they go up to the office like principals. He told me to go F himself. And then the guy comes over here. Because it happened before. I've even said it to people. And the guy comes over and checks. Oh, what did you tell him? Oh, to go fuck off. And then, oh, that's exactly what he said. It's like principal's office when you live around here. 5-year-olds. But they're, instead of being 5, they're like 75 and 85 and 65, whatever. So where are we going with this? Alright, we bought the Power Master alternator. We're going to throw that on. I think we're just going to come in here on Tuesday. And yeah, we're going to try that, reclock it. I have this one to look at. You know, it fits, so I don't need to, you know, I'll know exactly how it is just by looking at it. That's the side mount. That's where it fits into the bracket. And you have your little hole over there for that little steel thing. So I have this one as a model. I can make that one like that, throw that one on, and maybe it will do something. I don't know. A lot of people say all these freaking alternators now, they're trash. The Mexico one I had was actually pretty decent for a while. That thing lasted, I don't know, maybe I put that thing on 2013. Before that, I had a Reman from AutoZone, which wasn't terrible. Actually, I had a really good one years ago, but I was so poor and broke. I was chasing a problem. I could have swore it was an alternator noise. I was going crazy. But it happened to be, I guess I hit a snow mound or something, and it was like the heat shield making like this squeaking sound at a certain RPM. And I could have swore it was the freaking alternator, and I'm just going crazy. It was like so loud and annoying, like a sound, or like I don't know. It's kind of like a whirring. It made the way it was hitting on something, maybe like a transmission. It like made a noise, kind of like an alternator, like whirring, like bad bearings and like a squeaking sound. It's like so weird, bizarre that was the issue. But I just went on a truck one day and I hit it, and that was it. And I just bent it back. So I guess I ran over like a snow mound, and it bent it. But I had a good one. Bosch used to make like alternators, believe it or not, and it was excellent. I mean, the voltage this thing put out was nothing like a CS130, and this was like probably like 10 years ago. Now they're garbage. But yeah, I screwed up that. And I got a Remy one from Advanced Auto, not this Remy, when Remy was still good. It might have even been made in USA, because it was like it was none made in Mexico. I don't know, but it came with a dyno sheet, which I thought was weird, and it actually had like the voltage and the amps and stuff. Like it was actually like legitimately tested. And that alternator too was also very good, but it made noise. It was very loud at like a certain RPM, but it like produced a lot of amperage and voltage. I had no problem with the lights flickering, nothing like I did with the AutoZone alternator I wound up getting. Because literally back in the day I was so poor, like if I could save like 10 or 20 bucks here, I just bought it because I really couldn't go for the extra 10 or 20 bucks. So I really know how people feel in this country when they're piss broke. I understand it because I was there once. I still am. Well, I can be there tomorrow. Luckily, I told myself I'm never going to let that happen again. Use this place as an example. And I just kept on selling stuff. And, you get a little bit here and there. Or you just don't spend money. And you don't go to school. That's what killed me. Going to school is a waste of time. I went to car school, which is beneficial because you got a little degree out of it. And you got a job out of it. And tool discount, okay, you got to use your scan tools and stuff, like a GM ones. When I wasn't in the GM program, it was fun to play around with those Tech 2s. I'd really like to buy one. And they had the ripped apart 4L60E transmissions. They had parts all over the place, so I got a little tidbit here and there how the thing looks when it's all apart. They told me, you should be in this class. I should have really asked them. I bet they probably would have let me sit in for like free, because it went on like I had nothing to do. I was looking back. I probably would have let me do it just for the transmission class, because they liked me there at the time. Now they probably think I'm annoying. So I asked them too many questions. Hey, can I need this book, this? Alright, so yeah, we got that. But yeah, don't go to school. It's my recommendation. It's just a waste of time and waste of money, unless it's some kind of, you're going to get something out of it, like a job or something, and it's guaranteed. Just don't go to that regular shit. Like, try to get a bachelor's degree after this and some like automotive management bullshit. Like, seriously, you want to work at a dealer all your life? No. So that was a waste of time and money, and that's what kind of created me to move to this nightmare. Yeah, this thing's a pile of shit. So really, what's going on in the world? Oh, this almost fell over. Is the parts quality is just nonsense. So how would you run a business these days as an automotive repair guy if the parts you're getting are total trash? Like, this is freaking bad out of the box, man. I can probably have this piece of shit tested at AutoZone. I should go waste the guy's time, and it'll probably turn up bad. And again, the freaking voltage regulator connector does not even snap into this thing. I mean, I placed it on, and like it doesn't click. It doesn't click down all the way. It has so much wiggle room on the side. And then on the Mexico one I have, clicks in like factory. So there's something inherently wrong with this thing. Inherently wrong. And that's the deal. So that's my video. 10 minutes are up. Yeah, we got another Power Master alternator coming, 140 amp. We're going to try that. And put this theory to bed that I have a bad alternator. Oh, and the stall. I didn't even get on this. So, talking some more. The stall. So I got a bad torque converter, right? The thing does not lock. Alright, so what can also be going on with this, there can be actually so much shit in that torque converter. It could have plugged up the freaking torque converter solenoid, or is the valve that applies the torque converter. It allows the fluid to flow. There's a valve inside the what am I going to say? The valve body. Well, that could also be plugged up or stuck. So the deal is with this, some people are saying they had the exact same freaking truck or era, and the goddamn torque converter wasn't locking up, and the freaking thing was stalling because the torque converter like literally was like lugging down the engine when you shifted it into reverse or drive, and the freaking valve was plugged, causing like, well, it was kind of like jammed, so it's causing fluid flow to go into the torque converter and like semi like lock it when it shouldn't be locked. So I was like, damn, that's it. Maybe it could be, because sometimes when you chase a problem like this and you have so much shit going wrong, like I know the alternator was garbage. It's been like that for a while. Then the torque converter started shuttering. So I think I'm going to chase that first and then move on to other things. I'm pretty sure that could be an issue right there. It makes total sense, because like it's just lugging it down only when it's in gear. You know, and what's really lugging it down when you put your car in gear? Is it like the transmission? No, the freaking torque converter is the thing that's dropping the RPM. It's stalling right there when you put your vehicle in reverse and drive. So I'm thinking it could be that. But again, I don't have a freaking lift. I don't have this shit. I'm not going on my back in this place taking out a transmission. So I'm going to have to just ride around, call some places, and it's disgusting traffic that's around here. And it's probably going to be crowded, and the place is going to be packed with all these seasoned morons that make things just more difficult here. And yeah, I'm going to have to trust someone. Hopefully they do something half-assed right. Maybe it'll last for a year or two. I don't know. It's like the paint jobs here. I got to rant about that. I got a professional paint job guy that's peeling off now. Shit I paid for, I don't know, like 5-6 years ago. Just peeling around the edges because they didn't do it right. And I told them about the issue, and they thought it was fine. Oh, you got a good price on it. So I said I got a good price, and they painted half the fucking vehicle, and they leave like edges not even painted. Like, really? So I had to go do it like touch-up paint, and the touch-up paint fell off of it because obviously it's not going to be the same as a finish that was even sanded, which they didn't do because it peeled off, or they blended on the driver's side when the whole side was peeling. But you know, this people does jerk job you all around, and I guess that's why I have some people say, "Oh, you got a bad attitude. You talk nasty, this and that." It's like, not really. I'm just so frustrated at people and their laziness that they just don't do what they should do. And if I feel if you don't do what you should do, just freaking quit. Quit. Get the hell out of it. Let the business fail. Let the whole industry fail until someone is competent that can do it. You know, you're just propping up bullshit, collecting people's money, ripping them off, and you know what's going to happen to you. You're just going to come down with a weird disease or die or something else. Something bad is going to happen to you just from doing bad things by people, ruining their time and ruining their day. If I had a business and the shit wasn't right, I'd give the people back their money, man. You know, like half something. I would agree something with them. Or until, you know, it would be right the first time. That's another thing. Or make it right, you know. You gotta do the right thing by people. How would you want to be treated in this world? Or if I had a shop too, I would actually tell people if they want like a discount, I'd go, come on by this day, and I'd actually like teach them how to like fix the car, and if they like help me like little things or like clean up the shop or something, I would actually like give them a substantial discount just because they were there, like spend time, learn, you know, teach them something. But you know, no one's gonna operate like that today. So many people too, you tell people that too, they think it's like the best thing, but they just blow you off anyway, which is kind of sad that no one wants to get involved. They think you're weird or something. I don't know. So that's that. Hopefully this works out. And one thing at a time, we gotta start fixing stuff around here because I'm really tired of this place. I'm not collecting no more shit. Craigslist is dead. You can't even resell anything. You just have extra around. So might as well just hoard it. Pick another place to go do it. There's really no jobs here, although they say there is. I think it's bullshit. Go look at the applications in any place that's just stacked freaking like as high as that chalk over there. yeah, things are improving. And then more and more people just keep on coming here, so there's more competition. And it's just, come on, give me an effing break. So that's that. And then pay sucks too, I'll tell you that. Yeah. Hopefully it works out. I think it will. Have a positive attitude and try things. Eventually something's going to work right, you can't fail every time.